Hi, welcome to AFTV. It's now time for the player ratings. James, you're smiling. 3-0. It's happy. It's going to be some good ratings today. Let's start with Aaron Ramsdale. I got reminded he actually made a good save actually in the game today, which I forgot about.
8. Made the saves he had to make, commanded his box. One sloppy pass. I think Gabriel kind of put him in it in that one. But yeah, 8, clean sheet. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ben White, we spoke about it sitting next to each other. Come off like it was just like Bob. He was so Bob. He was like another performance.
7. Yeah, he did well. You know, he's up against the form player, I would say on the pitch, but certainly the biggest threat Fulham have, along with Mitrovic and Solomon, dealt with him really, really well, supporting Saka. Don't think the right-hand side flowed as well as the left-hand side today, but I'll give him a 7. Did nothing wrong, but wasn't maybe the difference maker. Yep. So 7 for Ben White.
Okay, let's go to centre-back pairing, starting with William Saliba. Look at the smile, look at him. William Saliba.
He was unbelievable. You know what, this might sound mad, I'll give him a 10. He was brilliant on the ball.
I didn't see that coming.
But he was flawless.
Yeah.
Like, he had to deal with Mitrovic today, and they tried to hit Mitrovic, and of course Mitrovic came on to Gabriel at times as well. But you know, he had to try and intercept in front of him, win his headers, on the ball, so classy. That bit of that skill where he kind of was facing one way, then turned and got that shot off at goal. I thought he was flawless. Yeah, I'll give him a 10. I don't think he could have done anything else. If people point out an error he made in the comments, fair enough, it will go down to a 9. But I can't remember one.
Fair. Let's go to his partner, Gabriel Magalhaes, a man that was on top when it comes to form, I think, over the two centre-backs. But for you today, how was he?
Yeah, 9 as well. Brilliant. Really, really brilliant. I thought Saliba just had that extra... I think Laurie uses the word mercurial talent, and you normally use it for forwards, but I think Saliba just had that extra bit of class, sort of on the ball and all that. But Gabriel just superb again. Yeah, there's a lot of work to do. That left-hand side is left completely to him. Zinchenko does really well to get back. We'll touch on Zinchenko, but you know, he can be left exposed sometimes. Fantastic, Gabriel. Oh, he scored, right?
Yeah, scored a header again.
Oh, 10. Sorry. I thought he scored.
10.
I thought he scored. Yeah. I can't give him less than Gabriel Saliba.
No, but 10. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. He got the goal as well.
I forgot.
As well as being resolute at the back.
Yeah, of course, 10. Sorry, Gabriel.
Left back, even though he doesn't ever play left back, Zinchenko.
I can't believe forget everything I said about Gabriel there. No, I mean, I did think can't let goals just determine your overall thoughts on the whole performance. But of course he scored. So Zinchenko,
good in the midfield,
8?
coming back. Yeah,
8.
8. Yeah.
I don't really know what makes, you know, Saliba a 10 and Zinchenko an 8. I just think he's largely untroubled for a lot of the game, but he did really well throughout. Kept things neat and tidy. Won a couple headers even against Mitrovic. You know, he's got an unbelievable leap. I think he's underrated defensively. I think people kind of think of Tierney because he's more kind of an old school defensive fullback, but Zinchenko does really well to read the game, recover, win his headers. Yeah, I'll give him an 8. Superb.
Okay, let's go into the midfield. Now this is a man that if you sit with James, he was. Your sound effects and how much you showed love to Thomas Partey today.
His performance was flawless again. Give him a 10.
Fair.
Unbelievable. Fair. I feel like maybe the 10 should be reserved for goal scorers.
No, you can't just credit goal scorers.
But he was unbelievable. Yeah. Do you know the amount of times I thought, it's opened up here, and it was out to Pereira, who's looking to stretch the pitch, or whoever, and he just came across. And the sign of a great defensive player who can read the game brilliantly, but also has the physical attributes is when they don't go to ground a lot. Right. He never goes to ground. He just gets in there, gets his body in front, and then his ability on the ball is flawless. You know, I'm not going to do the whole Rodri, Casemiro, Partey debate, but what people say when they're arguing for Partey is that he's got what Rodri can do on the ball, and he's got what Casemiro can do off the ball.
Without the red cards.
And I think you saw that in abundance today. I'm not having United fans coming for me, not today.
Let me go into Granit Xhaka today, James, pause.
Yeah, brilliant. Xhaka, an 8. Really, really good. Sometimes I feel sorry for White for the 7. I hate these player ratings, man.
No, you say what you see.
Give him an 8. I thought he was really, really good. Combined really well with the left-hand side, getting forward. Maybe should have scored. But I thought his decision-making was fantastic. And again, he slots alongside Partey when we need to drop deep really, really well. And again, what maybe doesn't come across on the screen, but we saw it here very close to the pitch. Constantly communicating, always.
Yep.
You know, and if Gabriel and Ramsdale, you know, the pass back and it goes a bit wrong, it is Xhaka who's trying to say, that was your fault, or you should have done this, you should have done that, blah, blah, go again. So yeah, would I give him an 8? Yeah, 8 for Xhaka.
Let's go to our captain, Martin Odegaard.
Oh, 9.
9?
No, he scored 10. Get Robbie back on these. 10.
9. He scored.
10.
Fair. Pressing was amazing today. And
I said no. I honestly said no because I forgot he scored, and then he scored. It's been a few hours. But he was sublime. So silky with his feet. That goal, it's funny. I criticised him last week for feinting too much on his shots.
Right.
And then today he feints past 2 players and buries it into the back of the net. 10 for Odegaard. Absolutely unreal. Am I giving you too many 10s?
No. There's a 3-0 and an away. Exactly.
They're a good team, and we battered them for a lot of the game.
Now this is a player I don't think you'll be given a 10, and sadly, Bukayo Saka wasn't.
Love him. Our best player for the last 3 years. He was the start of the comeback, or whatever that back is for Arsenal, but he is the one who is the figurehead. He came into the team, he played left back, he played midfield, he played left wing, he played right wing, he's played right wing back. Bukayo Saka's done everything for this team.
Facts.
Today he wasn't at his best. That's so fine. I'll give him a
10.
Did he score? I'll give him a 6.
Fair.
Yeah, he wasn't his best. That's fine. Doesn't matter.
Opposite wing, Gabriel Martinelli.
Yeah, nearer his best. I'll give him a 9. Because I thought his ball control, decision making a lot better today. Obviously got the goal. Really dangerous in the build up for the goal that was disallowed. And he doesn't look as isolated on the touchline. I don't know if that's just a Trossard thing. We did talk about tactical insight once, the way they alternate. But he's drifting well out wide as well. Some of his darting runs as well, very Raheem Sterling, Sadio Mane-esque, and it's good to see that. So yeah, he's, I think, looking his best since the World Cup as well. So a 9 for Martinelli. Okay,
now this is a man I'm sure everyone's waiting to hear if James gives him a 10 because he didn't score. Trossard.
11, no. 10, yeah, 10. 3 assists, superb. Work rate unreal. I said it all on my fan cam really, but again, I don't know if TV captures quite how much he works. Sometimes you can see a player chase a ball down and it forces a pass, and then you go, that was just a nothing thing in the game. But the amount of times he does that to force players to make passes, to just give Arsenal a little bit of an edge defensively, he was unbelievable. And then, of course, on the ball, the quality he shows. Could have scored as well. That strike just go wide. But the assists were brilliant. Knows when to clip it to the back post. Knows when to mix up his crossing. Knows when to combine. Knows when to run at players. There was one moment where he had it quite deep in like a left-back position. There was no pass on, so he went, all right, I'll carry it.
Yeah.
Trossard was unbelievable. 10. How many 10s is that?
It's a lot. That's good. It's fine. Just quickly, who's your man of the match? If you gave it all those 10s, who was your man of the match?
Trossard, because 3 assists. Yeah, Trossard was the difference maker, I think. But Partey and Saliba were unbelievable as well.
Let's rattle through some of the subs, if I remember them all. Fabio Vieira.
8.
Yeah. Tommy
really nice cameo.
Yeah. Tommy Asu.
5. Fine. Came on, did his thing. Fine.
Reece Nelson.
7. Looked bright. I thought did some nice things. Running beyond from Jesus' pass. Beat his fullback a couple times. Yeah, 7. He did well.
Kieran Tierney. It's a long time since we've seen him.
Yeah, 7 as well. I thought he looked really safe in possession. Overlapped a few times. Whipped in a nice ball. Was it Nelson, by the way? Put it on a plate for Odegaard. It was, but in the second half. So yeah, stick with that 7 and a 7 for Tierney. Yeah.
Okay. The man himself, the return, Gabriel Jesus. He wasn't on too long, but.
You say that, but he showed a lot, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Some really nice flicks, won his headers. Yeah, 8.
8, fair.
It was an 8 because I thought it's not just that we're delighted to see him back, so I'm going to throw a 10 there, but it's an 8 because he was genuinely linking up. Fabio Vieira was driving at goal and then put it on a plate for Jesus because of Jesus' link up. Fed in Nelson when maybe he could have shot and he decided to cut back. Showed some really, really nice sharp touches. Like almost like that's the first thing, that cute little touch where you've only got a yard of space, but you get it right. He got them all right. I thought, wow, you can see he's been training a lot longer than maybe you were saying it in the stands.
Definitely.
Been training a while. So would I give him an 8? Did I give him an 8? Yeah, stick with that. 8. Brilliant.
Fine.
Missed a big chance. But who cares?
I believe that's all the subs. Let me just quickly go to the referee today.
Yeah, I'm neither here nor there. I thought the referee and the linesmen were bottling some big decisions. Like just one of those where they weren't just giving fouls that were quite obvious. They wanted to let the game run. Anyway, whatever. They were fine, so 1.
1.
5.
Let me finish up. Mikel Arteta, before we go to the fans. Mikel Arteta for you today.
Yeah, 10.
Yep.
Spot on. I didn't actually think our first 20 minutes were brilliant, if I'm honest. I know people were saying from minute 1 we dominated. Yeah, maybe in terms of having the ball, and they didn't do anything, Fulham, but I don't think we blitzed them from the first minute. I think when we got that goal that was offside, it woke the team up and made them realise, there we go, we've got a little bit of cutting edge here. And when the goal was disallowed, Arteta just immediately went again, like he said to the team, like, just go again. What do? We score a minute, 2, 3 minutes later, whenever it was. So he was brilliant, and I thought his subs were fantastic. I thought he made the right ones, took the whole front 3 off. We started with Saka, Trossard, Martinelli, we ended with Vieira, Jesus, Nelson. It's looking good.
Blimey.
Smith, Rowan and Nketiah not mentioned in that as well. So that's 8 players that can contribute to the front 3. Vieira came on and I thought did really well, and I think he did well to give him those minutes on the right to see if there's something we can do there. I just thought he managed it all brilliantly. Tierney got key minutes. Fantastic.
And lastly, the fans today.
What did I give him then? A 10, Arteta. Fans,
singing throughout.
10. Yeah, give
been
him
unreal.
10.
Been unreal. That's it for the ratings. Let us know your ratings on the AFTV Plus app on iOS or on the Play Store. Get involved, people. What a win. 3-0. Can't wait to watch that all back again. Take care, everyone. I'll see you again very soon.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.